Good evening. You're watching Partners in Law. This is Attorney Margarita Yu, and for this evening, kuyog nako si Attorney Hazel Helmuth as my co-host. Good evening, Hazel.
Hi, good evening, Attorney.
And for this evening, guest na to si Prosecutor Liceria Rabillas, Assistant Cebu City Prosecutor. Good evening, Prosecutor.
Mayong gabi usab Attorney Marge and Attorney Hazel. First time nakita ni Hazel.
Yes.
Then very thankful tang ni-guest na to si Prosecutor. Then for this evening's turyaan na to topics like arrest, citizens arrest, mga processes sa prosecutor's office. So suguran na to unsa may mahitabo, let's say a crime has been committed, dayon nag-file ta og affidavit complaint sa prosecutor's office. Unsa may usual process ani after nanay affidavit complaint, how many days do we have to wait for the next step or unsa man?
Are you saying Attorney Marge na
Regular filing.
regular filing?
Yes,
or-
regular filing.
Okay. For the regular filing, pag file sa complainant with our office, no? When we say regular filing, walay gidako. And we refer it sa among office og at large. Okay?
Kana at least clarified sa tong viewers nga walay nadakpan.
Walay nadakpan.
Yes.
Kay lahi ang proseso kung naay nadakpan. Okay? So, ang imong pangutana is walay nadakpan. So, ang proseso ana, mag-file og complaint ang offended party. Onya, dawaton sa among opisina. Pagdawat sa among office, i-raffle off na siya among the investigating prosecutors. Karong panahona, mga sobra 30 na siguro luckily, na ubay-ubay na mi. So, mga less than 30 na among mga investigating because the others are reviewing.
From the time ni siya nga i-file dan ma-raffle, mga pila ni kadis? Pila ka adlaw?
Depende kung kanusaan na-receive sa among office. Kay ang raffling is every Monday and Wednesday. So, pag mo file ka og Friday, kung makahabol pa siya for the raffling in the following Monday, so ma-include siya. Otherwise, kung di siya ma-include, adto siya dito sa Wednesday siya ma-raffle. So, mo na imuhang pagkwinta, no?
Prosecutor, if I may just ask and quickly interrupt
Sure.
you, no? Unsay meaning sa raffle? Why does it have to be raffled off? Just for the sake of our viewers who probably don't understand why it has to be raffled off.
Mo na raffle nga walay gustong mo daog. So, sa ato
Bitaw.
pang giistoryahan, raffle. So, naay mga included kaysa almost 30 balansihon man sad ang mga assigned cases. So, para fair sa mga prosecutors, investigating prosecutors, pananglitan karong nga adlaw, kinsa ang mga prosecutors nga rapulan. Meaning, asa ma-assign ang kanang case. And we really raffle it. I understand our raffling in charge now is Prosecutor Bakatan. And I understand ang iyang gihimo is murag yung bingo ba? Bingo. Bingo ana. So ma-raffle na siya, meaning ma-assign kung asa ma-assign nga prosecutor ang imuhang kaso. So from the time nga ma-raffle siya and ma-assign to a specific prosecutor, depende sad na siya og unsa nga case ang gi-file. Kung ang case is ang penalty is 4 years below. Discretion na sa handling or investigating prosecutor whether or not magsubpoena siya sa respondent for the respondent to submit his or her counter-affidavit. Because those kind of cases, no, charges, dili na ang preliminary investigation is not a matter of right. Okay? Di siya a matter of right. So, pag-assess or evaluate sa handling prosecutor, there is probable cause. Even without requiring the respondent to submit counter-affidavit, the handling prosecutor can file it directly to court or pwede ra sad niya i-dismiss. But kung ang penalty is more than 4 years above, it is mandatory and it is a requirement nga ang investigating prosecutor should subpoena the respondent to submit his or her counter-affidavit or other countervailing evidence to refute the allegations of the complainant.
Prosecutor, a lot of people are also curious and sometimes gichika-chika sila nga ayaw dawati ang subpoena if something you get something by in the
Mo
mail.
usual misconception,
You
ayaw
don't-
dawata.
Yeah, don't sign anything. Unsa man,
Oh.
what are the consequences if they actually refuse to sign a subpoena?
Okay. Ang subpoena nato sa prosecutor's office, naalang may mga lugar kung asa kutob ang subpoena nga kayang mahatod sa ato ang subpoena server. Na
So,
kung
personally serve ni sa atong
personally serve
serve.
sa ato sa opisina mismo nga process server. Now, kung personally serve og dili dawaton, innotate man, ibutang man didto sa return sa subpoena that respondent refuse to sign, meaning dito sa return. So, whether or not gidawat na niya or wala, mo continue ra gyud, i-resolve ra gyud ang kaso sa handling prosecutor. Ang problema lang kung dili na nimo siya dawaton, imong gi-waive, nawad-an ka og kanang opportunity unta to refute the allegations of the complainant. So, tungod kay wala kaning tubag, ang basihan ra sa ato ang investigating prosecutor would be ug unsay naa sa iyahang record.
Right.
And which case, kanang sa complainant, di ba? So, loss na sa respondent. Kaya wa man siya nakakuan. For all you know, makonvince ang investigating prosecutor and will decide for the dismissal of the case, di ba?
Correct. Anyway, if you don't have anything to hide, 'di ba? It would be a good opportunity for you to
Tinuod.
answer.
So for the benefit of our viewers, at least na-clarify na nato kay daghan yung kayo mutuoan nga kung namoy supina ayaw daw ata. So that's not true. It's better nga inyong tubagon mo file mo sa inyong mga counter-affidavit.
Correct. Good, Attorney March.
So what happens next after nga masupina to ang
Okay.
respondent?
So, ang respondent, tagaan siya og 10 days from receipt of the subpoena to submit sa iyang counter-affidavit and other countervailing evidence dinha sa among opisina dito sa nagsubpoena. So, after that, naanay counter-affidavit. Now, ang handling prosecutor, iyang i-assess, iyang evaluate kung pwede na siyang makaresolbar sa kaso based on what is on record. Pero kung tan-aw niya naapay mga gray areas, no, na kinahanglan pa niya nga iyaha pang tan-awon, pwede siya magpatawag sa both parties. And ato nang gitawag og clarificatory hearing, okay? Not all nga kinahanglan ka mag-clarificatory kay kung pagtan-aw nimo sa tanang ebidensya dinha, bukay na ka, makaresolbar na ka sa kaso, then you can go ahead. But if naa kay mga gray areas, as I've said earlier, you can call, subpoena the parties for them to come to the office, no? Sa office sa handling prosecutor para mag-conduct siya og clarificatory investigation. So, the parties can come with or without counsel. Pwede ra gyud sila ra.
Kaning clarificatory conference, kapila ni pwede buhaton?
Depende sad na. Kung sa first nga clarificatory, clarified na.
So,
Sa
pwede ra
investigating, pwede ra ka isa. Kung pagtan-aw murag dili pa mada, naapay other pananglitan maingon na amang ko'y mga dokumento pa ipakita nako nimo fiscal ana. So maybe we can reset another hearing. Pero mo lagi sad na considering we are required sa office no to resolve the case within 60 days from receipt sa kaso nimo. Medyo kinahanglan yun medyo i-fast track sad sa prosecutor para makaresolve siya within the 60-day period given to us by the department.
Kaning 60-day period ato i-clarify sa investigating prosecutor.
Sa investigating prosecutor na siya ng 60 days.
I have a quick follow-up question also, Fiscal. During clarificatory hearings, naamoy choice whether you just have to call one of the parties or both parties. What would be the scenario in that case?
The best really is call both parties para walay laing huna-hunaon ang other party nga wa nimo gipatawag. Kay basin unyag huna-hunaon nga oy sila ra unya wa ko tagai og opportunity also, di ba? So it is safe and for the investigating prosecutor to call both the parties.
During the clarificatory conference, ang naikatungod mangutana ani ang prosecutor or thus the lawyer sa accused or ang lawyer sa respondent di ay na ay katungod mangutana. How does it work?
Ang prosecutor ra gyud.
Yun,
Now, kung ang counsel sa party, no, counsel sa respondent baron or counsel sa complainant na ay gusto nga ipangutana sa other party, then iyahang i-direct ang question, okay, diri sa prosecutor, and it will be the prosecutor who is going to ask the question from the parties. Dili siya pwede nga mo diretso ngadto.
At least clarify it na taana. Di ni siya trial type because it's still clarificatory
Oh,
conference.
dili.
So after this, prosecutor, what happens next?
So after that, no, clarified na everything, kung nag-clarificatory man siya, everything is for the prosecutor na maka-resolve na siya. So the handling prosecutor is going to resolve it. And after sa iyahang resolution, i-forward na niya sa reviewing officer. Na ay reviewing officer sa among office. And sa among opisina, we have 3 reviewing officers. Unya, gibahin-bahin ang kind of cases nga kanang gihandle sa reviewing. So, mudagan siya nga to sa reviewing officer. And the reviewing officer will have 60 days sad to kanang review the case. And the word reviewing, but pasabot yun lagi. Tanawon niya kung kanang ang resolution ba sa handling prosecutor is pareho ba sila view in accordance with laws and jurisprudence, and in which case the reviewing officer has the authority to reverse the findings of the investigating prosecutor. Okay, and we call that comments upon review. Mo na among ibutang so kung ang investigating prosecutor ang iyaha is resolution, pag abot din ha sa reviewing, we call it comments upon review. So kung walay problema, dili siya mag-okay ang finding sa sa reviewing officer is the same as that of the investigating prosecutor. So, iya lang ipirmahan na may recommending approval, no, on the resolution. Forward it to the approving officer who is the city prosecutor in our case.
But what will happen, let's say, upon the review sa reviewing prosecutor, dili siya parehas o views or di siya agreeable sa findings sa investigating prosecutor?
So mo to, maghimo siya og comments upon review. And then the comments, duha na kabuok, a resolution
And
by
comments
the
upon
investigating
review.
prosecutor and the comments upon review by the reviewing officer. So kana silang tanan, together with the records of the case, will be forwarded to the city prosecutor. Now, the city prosecutor either mo agree siya sa resolution sa investigating or mo agree siya sa comments upon review or naapod siya iyang lain. The approving officer, being the approving officer, has the authority kung unsay iyaha. Wala gyud makabuot. Ang investigating o ang reviewing puro ra gyud na recommending. The reviewing is just recommending. Alright? So pwede niyang either ana or ikatulo ang iyahang kaugalingon. So kung asay iyahang na-approve, mao na siya ang stand and the official resolution of the office.
If I may ask, Fiscal, what is the recourse of the party, either party, if they're unhappy with the decision or the resolution? What are their remedies?
Okay. Ang remedy sa either party, if they are unhappy with the resolution of the office, is to file a motion for reconsideration with our office within 15 days from receipt of the resolution. Alright? So, file siyang motion for recon, and then the ground and the basis of the motion for reconsideration. Mao na siya iyang recourse.
So what will happen, let's say, sa iyang motion for consideration, ang iyang gihope for nga recourse, wag yapon niya nakuha. Napa ba siya other remedies nga mabuhat ani?
No more na. Otherwise, moadto siya og depende sad kung ang offense is cognizable by the MTC. Ang iyang recourse is a petition for review with the Regional State Prosecutor's Office. Kung RTC ang jurisdiction, diretso na siya petition for review with the DOJ in Manila, Department of Justice na, for petition for review. Mo na iyahang recourse kung dili siya happy with the result of the motion for reconsideration.
Attorney Marge, as we can see, there are really a lot of levels, a lot of processes involved in filing a complaint. So that's just when you file a complaint.
Oh, but di siya as simple because people expect nga mo file kag complaint, kuha kag
Yes.
resolution the day after. So, mo go through ni siya process sa investigating prosecutor, sa reviewing, then sa approving, which each level has 60 days, to clarify, 60 days to resolve such action, di ba?
You are correct, Attorney March.
Okay, so before we continue, let's take a break.
Now we're back. We're still here with Prosecutor Rabillas and Attorney Marge and myself, Attorney Hazel Helmuth. So we were talking about the recourse of a party whenever a certain party, whether accused or respondent and petitioner, unsay ilang buhaton if they're not agreeable or unhappy with the decision rendered by the prosecutor.
So, unsa may mahitabuan ni ma'am? Let's say, nanamoy gi-issue nga resolution and they're not agreeable, so, mo file sa motion for consideration. But if they're still not agreeable with it, that's the end.
It's insofar as our office is concerned.
Oh.
No, that is the end because there is no such thing as second motion for reconsideration. No, di man pwede nga pagka-deny sa motion for recon, file po kaglaing motion for recon.
Oh.
Even Supreme Court says that there is no second motion for reconsideration. So again, insofar as our office is concerned, there is no more remedy. The remedy now is, I've said earlier, either to go to file a petition for review with the regional prosecutor's office or with the Department of Justice directly, depending on the charges.
Would it be possible nga they refile the case? Let's say defective yung ilang affidavit complaint. Bati yun kay pagkahimo mo na dismiss ang kaso mo na